For our DataHub Dev Post Competition project, we have built the ContextOps DataHub Agent. And when it comes to AI agents, they can receive a huge amount of metadata and still make bad decisions when that context is stale, conflicting, overly broad, or detached from authority. ContextOps DataHub Agent demonstrates a safer development pattern. We take DataHub metadata evidence and we normalize it into a governed context and turn that context into a bounded work packet that a human can review before anything is allowed to happen. For the architecture, it intentionally separates the context retrieval from the execution authority. The DataHub client, it handles the transport. So the DataHubContextAdapter is translating the provider-specific metadata into a source-neutral, normalized context record that then we can build out those governed records, feed a deterministic WorkPacket, and importantly, the flow stops at the human review. From there, the execution is outside of this repository and outside the authority granted by the WorkPacket. So retrieval is the evidence, it's not the approval. For the judges that are watching this and reviewing this work that we've done, the default experience is mode A, deterministic, zero secret, and reproducible from the public repository. This takes the committed DataHub shape evidence through the same normalization and governance boundary. The important result is a deterministic pass while human approval remains required. Mode A intentionally does not pretend to be a live runtime call. Its runtime classification remains unknown. That distinction is important. We preserve what is known, what is proposed, and what is still unknown, rather than silently upgrading evidence into authority. Here is the judge visible development artifact. This is a bounded customer email normalization proposal containing the generated SQL, a schema, contract, validation SQL, and the generation proof. The SQL is deliberately non-destructive, and the artifact remains proposal only until human review. Provenance explicit. So this artifact comes from our committed synthetic fixture contract. It is not derived from the live Power BI entity used in our separate Mode B validation. We would rather expose that boundary clearly than imply provenance we did not establish. We separately validated the real integration against local DataHub OSS using the official mcp-server-datahub server. That validation is committed here as a public proof rather than running the live path for the video. MCP server exposed 8 tools. Our validation selected the server annotated read-only search tool and performed exactly one attributable metadata retrieval. The result is classified verified local only, and it does not claim production activity. The core idea is simple. DataHub is excellent at supplying metadata context. The ContextOps adds the boundary between what the evidence says and what an AI agent is actually allowed to do. That gives development teams attributable context, deterministic WorkPackets, and explicit unknowns, bounded scope, and a human approval checkpoint before execution. So instead of turning metadata directly into an autonomous action, ContextOps turns DataHub context into reviewable development work. DataHub provides the evidence, the WorkPacket defines the boundary, and the human retains the authority. That's the ContextOps Data Agent for our DataHub Dev Post competition. Looking forward to your feedback and appreciate your time.